Hi all, let us see about your basic embedded systems. I'm Hemlata from the Department of EEE and the College of Technology. Let us see about your introduction to embedded systems. And these are the university syllabus of embedded system designs. We have to see the definition of your embedded systems. Embedded system is nothing but a combination of both software and hardware. It is called as a embedded systems. That is, an ES is a system that has embedded software in a computer hardware. It is used for a specific part or automotive embedded system that is application oriented and which is simply connected to your hardware, and these are the components. That is mainly it is the components or software components and hardware components. That is your hardware is known as a your core parts. That is, it includes your memories, available memories, peripherals, and your input and output devices, which embedded with the main software. That is how to perform some specific task, which is called as a software process. That is, your task is run by using your core, that is called as a embedded systems. Your memory is to the random access memory and your read-only memories and your primary and secondary memories. And your embedded system is go through or travel with your real-time operating systems, which supervise the applications of your hardware and software parts and resources, available resources. And these are the basic block diagram of your embedded system models. Here, for example, you have to consider the normal computer means you have to give the some inputs and you have to get the outputs. That is, your input is in the term of you have to give the some power supply, oxidator circuits, and reset buttons. And finally, how to give the output means the output is placed in your monitor, and you have to take the printout by using your printer, which is called as a system application specifics. And here your input and this is your output driver circuits. Your devices are controlled by your driver circuits. These are the main six components present your both embedded systems. That is your processor, and processors mainly depends on your memories. Your memory is high means your process speed also high, and this is your timers, which is you have to give the some specific task means which is monitored by your timer and counter units, and this is your interrupt controller, and this is your program memory and data memory. That is, which is controlled by address data bus and address buses and data buses. And this is your communication protocols. That is your serial communication, and another one is a parallel communication ports. And this is your basic characteristics of embedded systems. That is your memory in a random access memory and read-only memory. It's called as a ROM is also called as a flash memories. Here, all the embedded systems functions in a real-time task. That is in your real-time operating systems. How to give the some 10 task means that is run by using your some priorities. That is, you have to give the first priority, second, third, and simultaneously the task is running, executed. This is monitored by your timer and control counter units, and that is which is given for your some set of functions. And these are the main two constraints, which is your all the systems or embedded systems and your industry purpose. All these your day by day your system is or industrial components are day by day updated, which is main reason is your memory and processor speed. If for example old system there is a less memory and less processor speed. Here nowadays the process speed is so much high. At the same time, your memory is also high. That is high memories. That is inbuilt memories, and your size of the components also in recent days. Yeah, that is very simple. That is very compact. And next one is these are these two constraints. That is your memory. First one is a memory, and second one is a processor. That is requirement of the system is run continuously. your power dissipation limiters controlled by your running conditions. And we have to consider the manufacturing cost and performance units and design units, and how to processors interlink with your system via the embedded means. The processor is the most important unit in any computing systems. It is a heart of a embedded system, which is that is the heart of your computer means, which is a CPU, central processing unit. Here, the embedded system part is a processor, another one is a memory. That is in human there is a two senses. That is main thing as a one is a brain, another one is a heart. In embedded system, your heart is processor and your brain is memory. Two works together means that system is successfully embedded. The programs execute in a sequence of their fetch of the memories, and processor having two essential units. One is a program flow control unit and another one is the execution unit. That is, we have to give the some input to your system means, that is your continuous monitoring is very most important, and finally your execution also very almost important. So this is the two essential products of your processor. This is your core embedded system, one of the processor chip, that is a microprocessor, or otherwise called as a embedded processor, and application specific set and single process purpose processors. And this is your build process for embedded systems. How to build the embedded system processor in some hardware and software platforms. That is, we have to consider the instruction sets and simple arithmetic operations, your clock signal frequencies, and processing ability factors. And these are the building processor of processor. That is, each microprocessor have a some instruction set in high level languages. That is, your compiler want to execute the execution process by in the code of your RAM of the random access memory of your processor. And this is the each microcontroller has an instruction set which includes the instructions which is enabled to the peripherals. That is, programs are compiled and again it is executed by using the simulations. These are the embedded hardware units and devices in a system building blocks. These are the basic keywords. That is a power source, clocking units, timer unit, counter unit, real-time clocking units, your memory, digital to analog, analog to digital, your input-output devices via their buses. That is bus interfacing units. Your screens, that is maybe a LED or LCD. We have to some give the input means by using keypad and keyboard, touch screen, and finally that is you have to give the some input in between means they have to use the interrupt handler. And these are the basic structures in embedded systems. Thank you.